Zimbabwe is the hotbed of speculation. Zimbabwe is the hotbed of lying. Zimbabwe is the hotbed where the news that you are being told is probably false, and we don't have any proof. So what is happening is many of the things that are happening in Zimbabwe, we don't have any facts, and they're also coming from sources which are literally not trustworthy. We now know that you don't buy Herald, you don't listen to ZBC, because probably they don't tell you the truth. Now, the balance is also the extreme also, where if you buy the other opposing newspaper, it also exaggerates. So we don't have a balanced approach to news. These guys are literally not keeping us well informed or truly correctly informed. So we have suppression of correct information or the exaggeration of correct information. So we can have Herald suppressing the information, and we can actually have Newsday or Daily News exaggerating the information, which literally makes it very difficult to know which one to trust. So information is being exaggerated, information is being compressed, and this is what is making Zimbabwe the biggest hotbed of speculation. Zimbabwe is the biggest hotbed of speculation because the news is compressed, news is exaggerated, and we don't even know which of the two to actually read or follow, because you are being told that this is that, then the other one says that's not it, that's not the fact. And sometimes you can literally have videos to prove on your mobile phone, showing you exactly what happened, proving to you exactly what happened, and tomorrow you're going to be receiving a news site which is saying it didn't happen like that, but you've got proof and you've got facts. So we now know that indeed news is being exaggerated.
Kuti tinyasoziva kuti munyika medu chinhu chiri kuomesa zvinhu zvokunetsa kunzwisisa, because nenyaya yekuti even if you read the Sunday Mail, if you read Daily News, the Herald, they talk of different things. Zvinhu zvakatosiyana, hautomboziva kuti chokwadi chacho ndechipi tokuenda nekuti kubva kupi. Saka kuti tinyasozoti chiri kuomesa zvinhu munyika chaizvo, kuti ari kuomesa zvinhu munyika chaizvo, we don't even know. Hatitomboona kana idea, tirongozoti kurarama munyika ende zvinhu zvikuoma, zvinhu zvikukwira every day. Hatitomboziva kuti the mudzi wazvo chaicho ndihwo.
So already Zimbabwe is the biggest hotbed of speculation, and the reason why Zimbabwe is the biggest hotbed of speculation is the fact that you don't even know which news site to read, you don't even know which online sources to really accept or which tell you the truth, because what is happening is, when it comes to news in Zimbabwe, we now know that there are certain sites which compress and suppress information. They don't tell you as it is. What they do is they focus on the specific area which they want you to know, but they hide the truth. We also have other sites which exaggerate the information. So they don't tell you as it is it happened. So what they basically do is they exaggerate what happened. I don't even know what's happening here. Propaganda, suppression of information, exaggeration of information. So as a Zimbabwean, you don't even know which of the two to read, because already there is exaggeration and there's also suppression. This makes Zimbabwe ripe to speculation, which is the fact that you actually create your own news. What you do is you create your own news, because we already have access to WhatsApp. You create a fake WhatsApp update, you post it on other groups, and it's being circulated, and it's false, it's not true, because we don't really know who to trust. We don't really know whether it's fact, whether it's false, which is something that is really harming the media houses in Zimbabwe. It's harming the correct distribution and dispensation of news, exaggerations, and compression of the truth. So what is happening is we featured previously a video where we spoke about the health of many of our leaders, with special focus or concentration to the Vice President of Zimbabwe, that is Constantino Chiwenga. He is not truly healthy. So a video was done concerning him literally saying, no, I'm okay, I'm fine. But when you look at him, he was really literally weak, and he had lost a lot of weight. So that one was exaggerated, and it really built hype, where there was the proof that truly the Vice President was not truly feeling well because he had lost weight. So Zimbabweans have the tendency of exaggerating information and falsifying information. We saw the video, and it actually was left to us to speculation. So seeing the weight loss, seeing what was happening with him, the speculation was literally fed, and it was made humongous and also exaggerated, or maybe that was the fact as it is. But as a Zimbabwean, you never know because what we have is the power of speculating, and also the utilization of YouTube, the utilization of Facebook, the utilization of WhatsApp to really authenticate what we are saying. So we want to talk about Constantino Chiwenga's health. So we now know that Constantino Chiwenga is back in India for a routine medical check. So as other newspapers would say, the reason why he is now back in India is because he is literally sick. But the minister comes back and says, no, it is not that he is sick. He is okay, but he's just back for a routine check-up because he is now due for that check-up to really check on him as to how he is doing. So this comes amid the speculation which we already saw, that is concerning how he is deteriorating in terms of his health. We now know that anything to do with the health of the vice president is exaggerated. Anything to do with the health of the vice president is really made big. Anything to do with the health of Constantino Chiwenga, the vice president of Zimbabwe, it's something that literally everyone wants to really know and understand. So Zimbabweans are really susceptible now to speculation. Zimbabweans are now susceptible to exaggeration. Zimbabweans are now susceptible to really saying what they hear and hearing what they say, if you may say, if you may say, really. So Zimbabwe is a hotbed of speculation and false news. So we make social media, we are now making social media a hub of speculation, because every person has got access to mobile phones, every person has got access to Facebook profile, every person has got access to WhatsApp. So if you write it, if you spread it, if it is believed, it becomes viral, even if it is false. And the reason why we are now susceptible to falsification of information is we cannot trust Herald, and we cannot trust ZBC, or other sites also might exaggerate. So do we have any authentic news site which tell you as it is, what it is, says as really? Do we have any person who is that authentic, who is that fluent who is that fluent with the truth and the correct information? Do we have any site like that? If you know any site which tells us the truth as it is, kindly leave your comments below so that we may actually further our researches and our study. It is also very important to understand that this is the second trip that the Vice President of Zimbabwe, Constantino Chiwenga, has carried out to India. That is the second trip. The first one was done underground, and we literally were told that that's where he is. And we said, do you have the fact of the proof? That's where he is. And we actually got the news that he is back from India as a proof to the fact that he was truly indeed in India. And the fact that he had gone to India came as speculation, which was proved to be true. So sometimes the speculation is true, and sometimes the speculation is false, and we are all susceptible to that. And we also remember when the South Africa saga exploded, where the Vice President of Zimbabwe had gone to South Africa for medical treatment, for medical care, and Zimbabweans who got wind of the fact that the VP is in South Africa retaliated, and they responded vehemently, really coming against him being treated in South Africa, when we as Zimbabwe have our own hospitals here. As to the reason why is he not being treated in Zimbabwe, why is he going to South Africa? Why can't we take care of our own medical facilities so that we can actually professionally and responsibly take care of our very own? And right now he's in India because Zimbabwe does not have the correct health facilities to really truly take care of him. So we want to say it is confirmed that the VP is in India. The VP is in India. He is gone to India for a routine medical checkup, and we are actually waiting to hear from the news sites as to how is he doing. How is he doing in terms of his health? Is he okay? Because for some time now he has not been appearing on the public platforms, which is kind of really also fueling the speculation that he is truly and seriously sick. So we are going to keep you informed as to the health of the Vice President of Zimbabwe. But the purpose of this video is to really warn you that Zimbabwe is now a hotbed. Zimbabwe is now a hotbed of speculation. Beware the news you hear. Beware when you read it, it might not be true, especially if it is on WhatsApp. Don't always believe what you read. Don't always believe what you read, because it might be just speculation and not true. So really take every news that you receive with a pinch of salt. Don't just believe it, because sometimes it is an exaggeration. So we try by all means to tell you the news as it is, keeping it authentic, authentic, keeping it real. Now we are saying pray for Zimbabwe, keep Zimbabwe in your prayers, that indeed the Lord may remember us. Thank you so much for watching Metro TV News. As always, we say asante sana.